We want you to be careful to the left of you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning all, and welcome. Thank you for joining us for the kickoff of the 19th annual Operation Holiday Cheer. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge my colleagues and partners that are here supporting this event today, and they're going to have been supporting it throughout the years. First of all, I'm honored to welcome to his room Governor Dennedy. Thank you, Governor, for joining us, as well as Senator Jack Reed, Representative Camille Bella Wilkinson, Mayor Ken Hopkins from Cranston, Major General Christopher Callahan, Mary Grace Mercier, President of the Rhode Island All-Star Month, Captain Eric Wallen from Operation Attendant, Postmaster General Jeannie Jackson, Susan Roberts, Beth Healy from the American Red Cross, Director Cassine Jern from the Department of Veterans Affairs, Lieutenant Colonel Sharon Harlan from the National Guard, and we also have from the Blue Star Month, we have also, Beth Leach and Jennifer Reed. Thank you for being here also. And from Senator Whitehouse, Andrew Schultz is here to represent the Senator of the White House. Thank you all for being here. And I also would like to welcome and thank the sponsors that are making this possible. And we have some sponsors that have been sponsoring this event year after year. I would like to acknowledge Daniel Holmanders from Adler, Pollack, and Sheehan. Errol Brudzinski, manager from the Home Depot in Coventry. And Anna Robinson from the Stop and Shop. Thank you for your support. Others that sponsor for this event also include Amica, Atlantic Paper and Supply, Duffy and Stanley, Finlay Extract and Ingredients, Navigate Credit Union, okay, I need a little bit of help with this building. Saddleback, Saddleback, thank you, Saddleback for Soldiers, and the Girl Scout of Southern New England. Thank you for sponsoring this event. Thank you all for joining us for this 19th annual Operation Holiday Cheer. This event started under Lieutenant Governor Charlie Fogarty, and we have continued this tradition because it's important for us to remember the servicemen and women that are outside of Rhode Island, responding to the call of duty and answering that call. And we're here, and all we want to do is send them a reminder that we don't forget about them, and we want to send them a little pistol cheers at home to where they are right now. It could be serving outside of the state or outside of the country. So we are so glad to be here getting together to start this celebration. I wanted to be sure that you know that if you want to get more details about the holiday cheers and how you can participate, you can go to the website of the Lieutenant Governor, which is ltgov.ri.gov, and make sure you go under the military initiative under Operation Holiday Cheers right in the website. Also, we're going to be sharing information in our social media, so you're going to see it in Twitter, Facebook, and other platforms. We have several speakers that have a lot of important information to share. So I'm going to stop my remarks here, and I'm just going to introduce our governor, who before me was making sure that we continue this work as Lieutenant Governor of the state of Rhode Island. And now I'm honored and pleased to introduce Governor Daniel McKee.
It's great to have your office with your team continue this this effort of recognizing the men and women who are serving our country, and particularly during the holiday season, when they are displaced from their families. And we know that families serve as much as they do, and we want to make sure that we continue to recognize the fact that we're very proud of our men and women that are attached to Rhode Island in service, but they are serving our country in the way that they do. So General Callahan, thank you so much, along with the Blue Star Moms, Red Cross, the U.S. Postal Service, Operation Stand Down, and everyone who comes together to make this program happen. It's been an honor, quite frankly, to work with everyone, and it's been an education for me, and I feel as though I'm a better person because of that partnership that we have. So we've had a few members deployed, last year, and this year, which is good news, but because of COVID, we gathered together to assemble care packages. And it's a lot of fun, and we have hundreds of people who volunteer under normal circumstances that come out to provide that support, whether it's local Girl Scouts. I remember getting letters, cards from the elementary schools, students in North Kingstown. Everybody participates in the state, and that's what makes it such a worthy cause. I know that we launched the first fundraising, first of its kind campaign for the Rhode Island Military Relief Fund, raised $50,000 for our local military families. We gave that check to Kasim, our director, and thank you, Lieutenant Governor, for helping us achieve that goal as we were transitioning from the Lieutenant Governor's office to the Governor's office. So we want to ensure that our service members still receive their holiday packages. I want to thank, again, the Blue Star Moms for stepping up and setting up that room where they stuff those stockings with the candy and with love, and it is you don't want to miss that. When that happens, don't miss that. We're so lucky to have our Blue Star families and moms to do that. But year after year, I had the privilege of seeing what Operation Holiday Cheer means to our service members. And it's so much more than a care package with coffee milk, or Dell's, lemonade, or Dunkin' Donuts coffee. It's a reminder of home, and a reminder that someone is thinking of them. It's a reminder that Rhode Island cares. And I want to take a minute just to read a short note that I received as Lieutenant Governor from someone who received the package from the holiday cheer efforts. So he was saying, this writer, December of 2017, Dear Operation Holiday Cheer volunteers, I want to personally thank you for the kind gesture and the care package you sent to me this holiday season. It is so nice that my colleagues and I serving in Iraq are being thought of by people from my home state of Rhode Island. The treats you sent are currently being devoured, and the letters are hung on the wall for everyone to see. You brought a bunch of smiles to Baghdad this December. Thank you, Rose, signed by Rose. So you can tell that people care, and they respond in that way. So it's all hands on deck. Help spread the word. Let's donate care packages from the wish list. Make a donation to the Military Family Relief Fund, or if you have a loved one who will be away from home this holiday season, submit their name to ensure they receive a package. There is a role for everyone to play in the state, and we hope you will join us. And with that, I want to introduce Senator Jackie. So as I go out and I get the microphone here, we talk about Rhode Island in terms of COVID. And I used 30 seconds of time to thank our congressional leadership for what they're doing. Right now, we are third in the country in terms of vaccination rates, second lowest infection rates in the country, and the fastest improving economy in the Northeast at the moment. But that doesn't happen without Senator Reid. It doesn't happen without the help of Senator Whitehouse, Congressman Cicilline, and Congressman Landry. So with that, Senator, thank you so much for being here today and sharing with us your thoughts about why important this Operation Holiday Cheer is to our state of Rhode Island and the men and women who serve. Thank you, Senator.
I want to thank the Governor for the very kind remarks, and also for Mark acknowledge Lieutenant Governor Sabina Matos. She has taken up this tradition with enthusiasm and energy, and she's going to make it work even better than it was before. General Callahan from Rhode Island National Guard, the U.S. Postal Service, Rhode Island Installed Arms, Rhode Island Chapter of the American Red Cross, Operation Stand Down. Thank you all for working together to make this successful. It's very, very important. We have thousands of military personnel all across the globe, and they need a little bit of holiday cheer. They're in daunting and sometimes dangerous situations. I've had the opportunity, the privilege really, over the last 20 years to travel approximately 18 times to Afghanistan and 20 times to Iraq to visit firsthand with our military personnel. Now, I don't think I made much of an impression myself, but I can tell you the Dunkin' Donuts coffee relief was a big hit. It was a big hit because the taste of home, particularly in the holiday season, allows a soldier, sailor, airman, guardian to sit there and close your eyes and think of Federal Hill and the neighborhood and Scarborough and all the things that are important in this state, in this country, and why ultimately they're there to protect their families, to protect this country, and ensure we're a nation of opportunity for all. So this is very, very important. And I want to thank you again for your dedication to make it work. When they get that package, the first thought is they haven't forgotten us. They know we're here. They know we're doing the job for the nation. And of course, Dunkin' Donuts coffee, like I said. But with this, I want to introduce a great spokesperson, advocate for our military in the state of Rhode Island. That's Representative Camille Bella-Wilkins, who does so much. She's on her way. Oh, shoot. In that case, I will. General Callahan.
Well, that gives me 4 minutes now, Billy. Just we'll wrap it a little bit late. Oh, good morning, everybody. It's a great honor to spend a few minutes with you and to say thank you. Really, that's our position, Sergeant of the National Guard, and my role as a senior officer is to start from a position of gratitude for what the organizations have done. So, Lieutenant Governor and Governor Senator Reed and all the team and our volunteers and our sponsors, thank you very much for the support over the last 19 years. It has been very special. So as a recipient some years ago of the package, it is, so as Senator Reed mentioned, there are some stimulants in there relative to caffeine, which is really important, but everything else is like non-diet. So you come in and you're bringing in all of the treats, and the package itself is, I don't know, 5,000 calories. Goodness, so we always say thank you to that. We are fortunate in our organization, which has been very busy over the last 18 months. We do have a cohort deployed right now in Southwest Asia, but they come home just this side of Christmas this year, so we're really pleased about that. So we'll just have some small numbers in the mid-30s deployed over the holidays proper. But as the governor mentioned, what I would ask for help, certainly from fellow Rhode Islanders, is to forward the name and address of any of a loved one that is serving throughout the United States or the world in any of the branches, and we will ensure that they get a package. That's really important. The data mining to try to get those names and addresses, there's, as you might imagine, there is not one simple computer we go, hey, tell us who's serving, what branch, what's their address, what's their home of record. So there's a military component to this, small B bureaucracy. So if you can let us know who would benefit from a package, we will make sure that they get one, because it is nice to receive a little something from home, and it's generally a surprise. And As the governor mentioned, we don't go small during this event. It's not small in terms of volunteers. It's not small in terms of the different items that are packed. It's not small for the Postal Service. It's a heavy lift. You gotta lift with your legs with all the materials. So it's really a very pleasant experience for someone who's going to receive it. And I think our next speaker I'm going to introduce is Mary Kay Marceau from the Blue Star Moms, and that's where that's the ground truth. If the moms aren't happy with how their children are being taken care of overseas, people in my line of work hear about it very quickly. People in Sim's line of work hear about it very quickly, and certainly the governor, the lieutenant governor will hear about it as well. So if you would help me welcome Mary Kay Marceau.
Veterans, we are there for them. I am fortunate that my child has had the opportunity to receive one of these packages of many deployments. And in its own way, it's kind of looking forward to seeing it again. It is very difficult for us here not to see our children over the holidays. Not just the holidays, but the birthdays and who's getting married and whatnot. But even more so, it's difficult for them because they don't have not just family, but friends, and it's hard for them. When they receive that box, and I've heard from several our young men and women, it's like they're getting a box of love from Rhode Island. It's not just from the moms or your uncles, it's from Rhode Island. And they open it up, and of course the candy's there. It's always going to be in there. But the Del's lemonade is in there. They use Cracker Jacks or some other kind of treats in there. The coffee syrup, which nobody, if they're outside of Rhode Island, I have no idea what that is. So that's a treat for all of them. And then they pull up the coffee, and he chuckles, and he often says, you know, we run on Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and they all, he said, he just thinks if he's ever come across these deployments, anyone that didn't say it is a good joke. It was really good, they enjoyed it. But the one thing that I wanted to bring up is, I've heard this time and time again, they start going through all the letters, cards and the pictures that are drawn from our elementary, middle, and high school students here in Rhode Island. And granted, only has their first name, but there's something so heartwarming about having a piece of paper from home, you know, that's done and it's designed out of love. So to any of the educators that are involved in that, and there's a lot of school systems this year that are involved, as a mom, I say thank you. There's nothing better than getting a piece of mail of that nature from a child, and they do, as Colonel Conklin mentioned, they do put them up on the wall or share them and whatnot. For the littlest state, I've heard time and time again that a lot of our other men and women that are deployed, they don't get something like this from Lieutenant Governor. It's kind of impressive, you know, it says right on it, you know, state of Rhode Island, and they open them and they, of course, they're sharing it all. And they can't believe that this little tiny state could come up with something so wonderful, you know, that we don't think twice of, but it means so much to them to have that when they can't be home. And so as a mom, I just want to say thank you to everybody for doing this and being involved, everybody that's involved, the partners that are doing this. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing that we're doing. I'm not a public speaker, so this is but thank you, all of you. And the one thing I want to say, because one of the moms said it to me the other night, I said, I kind of like that. She said, they always say it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a state to show our children how much we care for them. Also introducing Captain Eric Wong, okay. Esquire, Executive Director of Operations Stand-Up.
Thank you very much. We were approached by the Lieutenant Governor's Office to assist as the 501c3 nonprofit to be the recipient of funds made available to the Rhode Island Military Relief Fund. And that is part of the fund support Operation Holiday Cheer, but this is an important fund. I know that from working alongside the Rhode Island National Guard and other individuals for our service members here in Rhode Island. So these funds will go to assist people who are in uniform and families that are serving, because, right, it's the families that serve as well when they run into a difficult financial situation and need a helping hand. So we're happy to do that. Operation Stand Down is known for helping those who have served, but the little known secret is that we're very much into helping those who are currently wearing the uniform, and very proud to support our home team, the Rhode Island National Guard. So thank you. I'd like to introduce the next person to deliver comments, U.S. Postal Service Postmaster Gene Jackson.
Good morning, Governor McGee, Lieutenant Governor Sabina, Matos, Senator Reed. I'm Gene Jackson, the Postmaster of Providence, Rhode Island. To give you a little background on how my loved ones served in the military. Both my parents served in the military. My dad served during the Korean War with the Army. My mom served in the U.S. Air Force. My better half, who is looking over us today, served during Vietnam in the Army. On behalf of the employees of the U.S. Postal Service, we are eager and ready to support the state of Rhode Island's 19th annual Operation Holiday Cheer. The spirit of the holiday season comes alive as volunteers and sponsors join together and send the warmest of wishes to our servicemen and women away from their loved ones. The Postal Service will be there to accept and deliver the holiday packages to Rhode Island servicemen and women. No matter where our troops are serving in the world, there are two words that bring the sweetest melody to every military person, and that is mail call. May the servicemen and women continually hear mail call throughout their deployment. The Postal Service has a critical role to deliver the mail throughout our country each day. So who better to carry the gifts from the heart than the U.S. Postal Service? I am a proud leader within the Postal Service, and delivering a little bit of Rhode Island to our service members makes these challenging times that much brighter. Please don't forget this. Our military men and women deserve a special thank you every day for their service. I can only imagine what a piece of Rhode Island would have meant to my better half while he served overseas. Stay safe and best wishes on upcoming holiday season. At this time, I'd like to introduce Beth Healy. Beth is with the American Red Cross of Rhode Island, and she's the Director of the Military International Services. Beth?
The American Red Cross has been serving the military community at home and around the world for 140 years. It is an honor to be able to continue to partner with this great team to bring a touch of home and holiday cheer to the armed forces. Thank you, Governor McKee, Lieutenant Governor Matos, Senator Reed, for carrying on this long-standing tradition of showing our armed forces that Rhode Island cares. Our service members and their families face challenges every day to protect our freedoms. The last 2 years have been very difficult, and our military has truly exemplified our humanitarian principles. I am proud of Rhode Islanders continuing to ensure they know their sacrifices don't go unnoticed. As a veteran, a daughter of a veteran, and a proud mother of a veteran, I still get excited thinking about getting those care packages and having mail call, be told. Bringing those goodies from home, all the things that we miss. Please join us this year in making this a cheery holiday season to our service members away from home. I'd like to introduce Lieutenant Governor Sharon Garman, Rhode Island National Guard State Family Program Director.
I'm the State Family Program Director for the Rhode Island National Guard. I want to also echo some of the previous statements that were made in regards to mail call. That was a great call to hear during my deployment in 2011. And to echo what Senator Reed stated about Dunkin' Donuts, I thought I was the boss when I was on Sabina Harrison with those Dunkin' Donut cups. Everyone wanted to know, where did you get those from? Where did you get that from? So I was a big wig there. So I want to thank all those who sent me care packages during my deployment. I'm here today to thank you all, thank everyone for their financial support for the Military Family Program. We are the intake center for the grants that are given out to the service members, and we provide these grants to each individual from the Reserve to the National Guard, Air Force, Marine, and Coast Guard. And we find that we have a lot of service members who are faced with a lot of financial situations that are beyond their control before deployments, during deployments, or after deployments. So everything that you have been able to provide for those service members have been a great use to them. And I want to continue to ask for your support. Thank you for all that you've done, and thank you for everything that you will continue to do for the Rhode Island National Guard and all those service members who are here to protect myself and protect you all. Thank you once again for all your support.
Thank you. I would like to welcome Representative Camille. Since I'm here, so would you join us to the mic?
Thank you very much, Lieutenant Governor. Coming from New York, I certainly never are at a loss for words, so I'm very happy to be here with all of you today and to say a few words with regards to Holiday Cheer, Operation Holiday Cheer. I'm also, many of you know, I'm a retired veteran of the United States Navy, the daughter and the granddaughter of military veterans. And I echo the sentiments that's already been said with regards to the value and the importance of mail call. And as a matter of fact, some of you very graciously helped us put together a mail call for the veterans that were at the Bristol home during the pandemic when there was that isolation that the veterans and the residents faced when they had to stay away from their families when we were all in place, in quarantine in place. Our military do so much for us, quite frankly, and you know this. You know the history. You know what we've been doing. You can walk any place in the State House and view beautiful portraits and breathtaking statues and gorgeous flags and see a history of the military in Rhode Island and throughout the United States. And so many times I hear people say, thank you for your service, they wear a little ribbon. I've seen people at local coffee shops buy coffee for our members of the Guard when they go in for a quick coffee break with them in uniform. And this is something, Operation Holiday Cheer is something that as a community we can do in an organized effort to reach out to our military members, whether or not they're members of your own family. They're members of our Rhode Island family, aren't they? They're our extended family. They're there for us and for our protection and for our freedoms. So can't we take a little bit of time away from whatever it is that we happen to be doing, instead of trolling Facebook or Twitter or any of the other things that are time wasters, do something meaningful for the men and women in uniform. Reach out and let them know that we truly do appreciate and thank them for their service. That because they're always there for us, we want to be there for them, especially during the holiday times. So once again, I thank you all for being here today, for supporting Operation Holiday Cheer. And when the time comes, all of you please enjoy your holidays. Help some military members enjoy their holidays too. God bless you all. God bless Rhode Island. God bless our veterans. Thank you.
So, a couple of days that I want to mention. So on October 23rd from 8 to 12 noon, is going to be the drop-off of items. It's going to be at the Cranston, it's Sheffield Armory located at 705 New London Avenue, Cranston. On October 24th, there will be the packaging of the boxes. It's going to take place. But due to the ongoing pandemic, the event is not going to be open to the public as what happened before. But if you can reach out to my office, we're going to give you more details of how we're going to be doing it this year. A couple of things that I want to just acknowledge again. The sponsors. We're asking the businesses that would like to sponsor to contribute financially, and again, thanks to Operation Stand Down for being our fiscal agent. It's a better way if you contribute for the businesses to do a financial contribution. But if you want to drop off items, remember that's going to be the 23rd. I want to acknowledge again of the sponsor. There are 3 of them that are here today. Daniel Holmander from Adler, Pollack, and Sheehan. Thank you for being here. Errol Rubinski, the manager from the Home Depot in Coventry, and Anna Robinson from Stop and Shop. Thank you so much for being here. With that, we will take questions. We good? It looks like we did good, right? Thanks. Thank you.
Folks, if you had an opportunity to watch this live, thanks for joining us. We'll be moving on to the next event. It's a full day here on the Coalition Radio Network. And as always, give us a like or a share or a follow on any one of our social media. We'd be grateful. Coalition Radio, tuning out.